Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Joye Lee-McNelis is brought to you by Bancorp South, right where you are. And brought to you in part by Hattiesburg Coca-Cola. Want a taste of everything? Drink Coke Zero with real Coke taste and 0 calories. The City of Hattiesburg, a proud sponsor of Southern Miss Athletics. UPS, we love logistics. One Mississippi, now open for small business. And the University of Southern Mississippi. It's great to be a Golden Eagle.
Welcome into another edition of Southern Miss Sports Today with head coach Joye Lee-McNelis. A much quieter Giannini touchdown terrace here on the campus of the University of Southern Mississippi. Here at the Rock, as behind us, everything is wrapping up from what was an amazing 40th anniversary. And we'll talk a little bit more at the end of this segment about that, but I want to start and talk about tonight's game against the UTEP Miners. It was a UTEP team that came in, and it was kind of win one for the ball coach was the mentality of UTEP tonight, and they came out, set the tone about midway through the first half, and the Lady Eagles ran out of time trying to play catch-up in the second half.
You know, you have to say hats off. I mean, UTEP played unbelievable, and yes, their head coach had been sick and was not able to make the trip, and you know, her assistants did a tremendous job, and you know, I think their team really played with an extra fire, and you have to be proud of for Keitha and for that team that, you know, they're that committed to their coach to be able to lay it all on the line. And I will be honest with you, Josh, they came in, they popped us in the mouth and stepped on our throat, and we didn't really fight back until late in that second half. Really, actually, probably midway through the second half. The Lady Eagles really then began to say, you know what, we might lose this thing. Let's see what we got to do now. And so I think the thing that you can take from is that we fought so hard in the end. We just got down. And we just, you know, because I really think sometimes the mentality of this team is, after winning 27 games last year, is that's okay, we'll figure out how to win. We've won 2 overtime games. It's okay, let's just kind of play, and then when it's time to win the game, we'll end up winning it. And I think tonight was a game that this team realized that, whoa, you know, we've been hit in the face, and we've got to battle back. There just wasn't enough time for us to battle back to get the victory.
There was, though, back on Thursday night against the UTSA Roadrunners. It was a UTS team that kind of was able to complete the comeback, tie it up, force overtime, and then the Lady Eagles, just as they did in Ruston, go on a 9-0 run to begin overtime, fueled by the 3-ball, again, led by Brooke Rhodes. What a phenomenal finish back on Thursday night.
You know, it was, and Brooke really hit those 3 balls, back-to-back 3 balls, and it really gave the Lady Eagles a real surge in that overtime. And we had played, you know, pretty well in the UTSA game. And then we had about an 8-minute lull in that second half where they came rolling back, tied the game, and ended up taking the lead, Josh, by 1. And it was truly a fight. And, you know, we had the last second shot, was not able to make the last second shot, as against Louisiana Tech, the exact same thing. Was not able to get the ball to go down. Game goes in overtime. Brooke Rhodes hits the first 3. Hits another 3. Tamara Jones hits a 3. And it was really, really a fun overtime to be a part of. But I'm going to be honest with you, Josh, I'm tired of overtimes. Let's just play well and win the thing in regulation.
Looking back to the win on Thursday night, and this whole week was about looking back at 40 years of Lady Eagle basketball. And as we opened up the show, and with everything you see in the background wrapping up this anniversary, this was a phenomenal day, one I'll never forget. Truly a phenomenal job by not only Brent and the marketing staff and the rest of the athletic staff that helped, but also our staff, Jeff, Stanisha, also, I'm leaving out names and you'll hit them. Everybody that worked on this project was phenomenal.
You know, they really were. And, you know, Kathy Andruzzi came down and met with us, you know, in the early fall and, you know, gave us some direction or maybe just offered some new ideas. And we were very, very fortunate to be able to implement some of them, thanks to our administration, Bill McGillis, and wanting to make this a very special event. But it was a phenomenal run of being able to get all this set up, and there were so many people involved, and Brent Jones and his marketing staff, you can't say enough. You know, Jeff Sturr did a phenomenal job with Stanisha Garlington, and they're the ones that kind of headed it up out of our office and working with it. And then you work with all the other people that, our facility group that was able to make that happen. You know, our camera crew, Craig Adams did a tremendous job, and there's just so many people that really impacted this night. You know, Southern catering, delicious food, especially that bread pudding, Josh, was very good.
Very good.
But it was a great evening and a great day. And, you know, it's cool to be able to hug a teammate and say, hey, I love you. It's just such a special time because you have a special bond. Even though you may not see them every day, you get that opportunity just to be with them and know that after all the years, you still have a special love for each other.
And we've got a special show on tap here today as well. As we move into the next segment, we'll come back. We'll be mic'd up with Brooke Rhodes. Brooke Rhodes, a talented graduate student, the talented senior on the basketball floor for the Lady Eagles. We mic'd her up in practice. She's really got a unique perspective. She's a special Lady Eagle. We'll also then sit down next segment with Renee McGee. Renee McGee, one of the great former assist players. She was kind of one of the originals. Before there was a Jamira Faulkner, there was a Renee McGee. And it was that Jamira who had to break her records. We'll get her perspective on that when we come back. Then, a couple of segments down the road, you'll get to see all this behind-the-scenes footage. All these Lady Eagles that were back, their family and friends. You'll see a lot of the behind-the-scenes footage on the event that just wrapped up behind us. And then Coach will be back for our final segment as we'll take a look ahead to the busy week coming up. Lady Eagles have a great chance to go on the road and snatch a couple of wins against Middle Tennessee, the team picked to win the league, the defending league champions, and the big rivalry game against the Blazers of UAB. We'll take a break. More with Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Joye Lee-McNelis right after this.
Conference USA celebrates 20 years.
Each CUSA member has a history of greats.
Deanna Jackson is part of UAB history.
Old Dominion has Tisha Pinachera.
Southern Miss has Jamira Faulkner.
Jerica Coley is from FIU.
And La Tech has Teresa Weatherspoon.
Together, we are the next 20 years.
The next generation of Conference USA.
Don't miss 1 minute of Who's Next.
From the very beginning, your life is made up of a series of moments. Each moment requires you to make a choice. Sometimes you don't really have much of a choice. But for the moments that you do, the big moments, what will you choose? Choose to discover your own path, to defy expectations, to be challenged. Choose to ask, what if? To make a difference. Choose to give back. Choose to do something that matters and make every moment count. Choose Southern Miss.
I'm here, safe now!
Nice job, just don't foul. Nice job, very good. Way to go, way to go.
Nice. Good shot. I got O. We're on O, Al. We don't ever get in shoot competition. We just have to shoot 150 free throws and 100 threes every day, and we have to record how many we make. Switch. I got help. I got your help, Al. I got your help. Stay. Switch. Good, here you go, Al, here you go. One more time. Good shot.
Welcome back to Southern Miss Sports Today with head coach Joye Lee-McNelis. We're at the 40th anniversary celebration of Southern Miss Lady Eagle basketball, and we are joined in this segment by Renee McGee. And Renee, so happy to have you joining us. And Renee, to have you here and to have just a year ago had Jamira Faulkner, who broke your assist records. You know, records are made to be broken. Let's start there, though. Jamira Faulkner, WNBA career, got off to a great start her rookie season. Now she's in Hungary, putting up phenomenal numbers. What is it like to know that you're part of laying a foundation that Jamira Faulkner and others have been able to come from behind and excel and grow their games?
First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to Jamira. She's a great player. She kind of reminds me of myself. She's kind of flashy, but good talent, and I wish her well in overseas playing.
She'll be overseas, then back with the Chicago Sky is the plan this season. And Renee, you know, when you look at what you have done this season, what the team is doing this year, and what the team has been doing in the last couple of seasons, the direction of the program under Coach McNelis. I know all the former players are very excited about what's going on.
Yes, Coach McNelis is a great coach, and I'm glad that they're having great success. They just need to keep up the good work and hopefully back to the playoffs again.
We're talking to here Renee McGee. Renee, when you look at what is the past, the foundation that was laid for you, and you look at what the players have now that you started, what's maybe an amenity or two that these ladies have that maybe they take for granted that you'd have loved to have had when you played?
Probably the opportunity to come to a great program and to excel, have great coaches, like you said, a great foundation, because before me, you had Portland that was a great player within herself, and also down the lines. This school has a great history of great players and great coaches, and most thing about I like is it was like a family. When I first came here, it was doing basketball camp, and I came twice in 1 year. I came to high school and junior high camp, and the love that they showed, I couldn't help but sign here.
Renee, when you look at what was kind of some aha moments for you, is the way I like to put it, when you got out, some of the things that were so tough for you when you were in the midst of the battles and you were tired and you had to battle school and the game and life lessons were being learned, but you were in the moment of life lessons. When you got out of basketball, when you left Southern Miss, what were the moments where you look back and you realize, wow, I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for the Lady Eagles?
That's true. To me, basketball prepares you for life. Every challenge and every adversity that you go through is preparing you to the next step. And I thank God that I had this opportunity and that Southern Miss gave me that opportunity, because if it wouldn't have been for them signing me on a scholarship and getting a chance to get an education along with doing something that I love to do, I don't think I would be where I am today.
I know you try to catch up with the Lady Eagles when they're in your area. You're in Memphis now. What have you been up to here the last few years?
I'm in Memphis. I'm on the police force in Memphis. I've been there for 19 years. I love it, and whenever Southern Miss is somewhere in the area, I always try to get there to get a chance to see them play.
Have you been a reality TV star? Are they still doing the Police Women of Memphis? Are we going to see you on television?
No, I don't think so.
In closing, if you had a word of advice to young athletes that are watching this, to current Lady Eagles, what is the advice that you give them, having now come through it, have been so successful in life and are continuing to be successful and looking back on it now?
I would tell them to enjoy this moment, because this is an opportunity that you would never get in your life. This is the best years of your life, and always put God first, and the sky's the limit for you.
She's Renee McGee, played from 1986 to 1990. A great Lady Eagle. Jamira Faulkner broke all of her assist records, so in a way you can say she was one of the originals of Southern Miss Lady Eagle basketball. We'll take a break. We'll continue with more Southern Miss Sports Today right after this here on the Southern Miss IMG Sports Network.
I'm very excited to be back here and see a lot of my teammates, some of the girls that I coach, some of the ones that I've watched play over the years. It's just fantastic. Having a good time. have here? Southern Miss corn casserole, best in the South.
We had a good time. It was wonderful being able to mingle with former players and getting to know what's going on with them, and hopefully we'll be able to continue that.
I'm not getting salad. I don't eat lettuce. And this child right here passed me the ball a lot. She got 16 assists one game.
It's been wonderful just to get together with people you haven't seen for the last 10 or 20 years, and to also see the current players come in and feel and know what they're feeling on the court when they're trying to win. It's just been awesome, and I hope in the next 40 years we get together and do it again.
Gunderman Group is growing.
Getting in a groove.
Growth is gratifying.
Goal is to grow.
Gotta get greater growth.
I just talked to UPS. They've got expert advice, special discounts, new technologies, like smart pickups. They'll only show up when you print a label, and it's automatic. We save time and money.
Time?
Money?
Time and money.
Awesome.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Awesome.
I love logistics.
Hey, my name is Coach Sharp, Assistant Women's Basketball Coach at the University of Southern Mississippi. I'm joined here today with sophomore post player Kiera Jordan and senior post player Tamara Jones. And today, we're gonna show you how to get a deep post position by using the step and stick move. There's two goals when using the step and stick move. Number one is to get deeper post position, and number two is to get an angle so you can score versus no defense. The first thing is, KJ's gonna have to start nice and low. She's gonna use a forearm and then a long leg wrap followed by active feet, and you're gonna notice she's gonna get an angle. She's gonna push Tamara right up the lane. Here we go. Good, good, score it. Outlet, outlet, outlet. Here we go, step and stick, nice and low. Demanding it, good. Outlet again, here we go. Demand it, good, good. By using the step and stick move, this will help you reach higher in the post by making you a more efficient post player.
Welcome back to our final segment of Southern Miss Sports Today with head coach Joye Lee-McNelis. The Lady Eagles looking ahead to a very busy week in Conference USA, and back onto the road for the Lady Eagles, and on the road just to the defending Conference USA champions and the team picked to win the league, Middle Tennessee.
You know, and they're a very good basketball team, and they're a very good basketball team in Murfreesboro. They are very, very talented. You think you could take a breath when you lose at Ebony Rowe, but they brought in someone that sat out last year that is playing for them that may be even better than at Ebony Rowe. And so they are very, very good. You know, they play a different style than what we do. They're again going to be very physical like a UTEP. Not going to be off to the races, going to play more of the half-court style, drive it down at you, post them up on the low block. And, you know, I just think that it's going to be a real challenge for them. But I think, Josh, we can go in there with a little bit of a chip on our shoulder because they totally embarrassed us on national television when we played them for the conference championship.
And then from Middle Tennessee to the Blazers of UAB, we talk about rivalries all the time. UAB and Southern Miss across the board in all sports is quite the rivalry. We've been in some great games that have gone to the wire in overtime. Both teams have won nail biters, and it's going to be a similar type scenario again when we play in Bartow Arena.
You know, Coach Norton has only been there for a couple of years and has done a tremendous job. And, you know, he has them playing very well right now. They lost some players last year due to graduation, but I will tell you, he's had a phenomenal recruiting class, and they've really made a difference in that program. So that's going to be another big challenge for the Lady Eagles. And, you know, I've said it before, Western Kentucky and Middle Tennessee are no doubt the best two teams in our league. I mean, that's just the truth. And the rest of us, you put us in a jar, we're all the same marbles, and you shake it out, and all the games are going to go to the wire. And I think that all the games in Conference USA, you know, as we continue to play, are going to be decided by anywhere from 12 points to overtime games. And so every possession is going to be very critical for us at both of those places to be able to pull some upsets.
And in closing, Coach, last week was the debut of Ashley Cam. When we say Ashley Cam, Ashley Folsom Cam. Craig, our producer, is going to try to give Ashley a little handy cam for this road trip for a future feature. That was a tongue twister. Ashley's going to get some pretty good footage. I think she's going to see a Lady Eagle team that's going to be all about business and ready to get 2 wins.
You know, that's awesome because, you know, Ashley's searching for her degree and what she wants to become. So who knows? She may be working with Craig Adams Productions before it's all over with. But I'm sure Ashley will have a wonderful time with that.
It was a riot, the first one, and she's going to get some great footage. And when the Lady Eagles do have some downtime, you'll get to see some of their behind-the-scenes footage at dinners and so forth like that when they do get a chance to rest on the road and even on the bus. For Coach McNelis, for Craig Adams, until next time, you've been watching Southern Miss Sports Today with head coach Joye Lee-McNelis.